Over the past few weeks, a lot of conversation online has centered around one name, Claressa Shields. Some people are saying she may have made a risky decision. Others believe she is simply expanding her career like many public figures do. Either way, her choice to step into the world of reality television has sparked strong opinions. For those who may not follow boxing closely, Claressa Shields is not an ordinary athlete. She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist and one of the most accomplished women ever to step into the ring. Many of her supporters call her the GWOT, the greatest woman of all time. That nickname did not come from hype or social media trends. It came from titles, belts, and hard-earned victories. She built her reputation the traditional way, through discipline, training, and winning fights. Her story has inspired young athletes, especially young women, who saw someone from a tough background rise to the top of a demanding sport. She became more than just a boxer. She became a symbol of strength and determination. That is why her recent move into reality television caught people's attention. When it was announced that she would be working with Zeus Network, reactions were mixed. Some fans felt it was a smart business decision. In today's world, athletes often build brands beyond their sport. They launch clothing lines, appear on TV, create podcasts, or produce documentaries. Visibility can mean new endorsements and bigger paydays. But others were worried. Reality television has a reputation for drama. It thrives on conflict, emotional confrontations, and controversial storylines. Critics questioned whether stepping into that space could damage the image of a serious, focused athlete. At first, the move seemed straightforward, a champion broadening her platform.
Nothing unusual about that.
But then short clips and online rumors began circulating. Suddenly, the tone shifted. What looked like a new chapter started to look like a potential problem. There were reports of tension behind the scenes. Blog posts mentioned disagreements involving network executives. Some accounts described loud arguments and chaotic moments. None of the available footage showed a full story. Instead, viewers saw brief clips without context. And as always, the internet filled in the missing pieces. Some commentators claimed Shields may have tried to establish authority too quickly within the network. Others argued she was simply reacting to a stressful situation. Without full information, it is impossible to know exactly what happened. But perception can shape reality, especially in the age of social media. In boxing, intensity is respected. Fighters are expected to be passionate and strong-willed. In reality television, that same intensity can be edited into something else entirely. A raised voice can become a dramatic trailer moment. A frustrated reaction can be paired with tense music and turned into a storyline. That possibility worries many of her fans. Another moment that drew attention involved a promotional post from Zeus. The network used the phrase, "all the way up," to promote one of Claressa's appearances. For hip-hop fans, that phrase is closely linked to Remy Ma and her hit song. This detail mattered because Claressa has been publicly connected to Papoose, who remains legally married to Remy Ma. There has been no widely confirmed public divorce record. That makes the situation sensitive. When Zeus used a phrase associated with Remy Ma while promoting Claressa, many fans viewed it as subtle shade. Some believed it was intentional. Others thought it was simply marketing without deeper meaning. Still, in today's digital environment, people rarely assume coincidence. That post intensified the online debate. Then came the club footage. Videos circulated showing Claressa and Papoose at a public event. In certain moments, she appeared cheerful and affectionate. Meanwhile, he seemed focused on his phone for extended periods. Social media users slowed the clips down and analyzed every detail: how long he looked at his screen, whether he maintained eye contact, even the direction his body was facing. When cameras zoomed in directly on them, he appeared more engaged. That shift sparked speculation. Some people argued he changed his behavior when he realized he was being filmed. Others said short clips can be misleading. Anyone can look distracted at a crowded event. A few seconds of footage do not define a relationship. Still, public image matters. Another debate focused on fashion. Some fans began comparing Claressa's recent styling choices to older looks worn by Remy Ma. They pointed out similarities in hairstyling, outfit silhouettes, and certain poses. Fashion trends often overlap. Stylists borrow inspiration from each other. But because of the romantic connection, every similarity was magnified. Instead of celebrating her achievements, people were discussing wigs and wardrobe. That shift says something important. The public conversation moved away from her championships and toward gossip. That is often the risk when athletes enter entertainment spaces centered on drama. Questions also emerged about Papoose's role in everything. For years, he was praised for supporting Remy Ma during her incarceration. Their relationship was seen as a powerful love story. They appeared together in interviews and on television. His image became closely connected to loyalty. In recent years, however, he has not been as active musically. Some critics speculate that he benefits from being connected to Claressa's spotlight. Others believe relationships are partnerships, and both individuals can gain exposure. The truth is probably more complicated than either extreme. Then there is the matter of legal status. Without clear public confirmation of a finalized divorce between Papoose and Remy Ma, every appearance with Claressa becomes more layered. Some viewers feel that places her in a vulnerable position. Others argue she is fully aware of the circumstances. Inside the reality TV world, influence matters. One name frequently mentioned is Natalie Nunn, who is closely associated with Zeus programming. She has built a reputation for understanding how storylines are shaped and how narratives are controlled. In reality television, producers hold significant power. They decide what makes it into an episode and what stays on the cutting room floor. A small disagreement can be turned into a central plotline. That is the gamble. Zeus has built its brand on high-energy programming. Shows often focus on confrontations and heated exchanges because that type of content attracts attention. If Claressa intended to showcase her discipline and training, but the show emphasizes conflict instead, that could affect her public image. Once episodes air, they cannot be undone. There was also conversation about a recent boxing match during this same period. Some fans felt the fight did not meet expectations. A few even questioned whether the timing aligned too neatly with the show's promotion. There is no verified evidence of wrongdoing, but rumors alone can raise doubts. In professional sports, credibility is everything. Even unproven speculation can create challenges. Looking at the bigger picture, this situation reflects a broader trend in modern fame. Today, viral moments often overshadow real accomplishments. Athletic excellence can be drowned out by relationship headlines. Claressa Shields has made history. She has achieved milestones that will remain in record books for years. Yet much of the online discussion focuses on her personal life. That contrast feels unfair to many supporters. There is also a deeper conversation about how Black women in media are frequently placed against each other. The narrative of Team Remy versus Team Claressa generates engagement, but it reduces complex individuals to rivals. That dynamic benefits networks and blogs more than it benefits the women involved. Behind all of this is a human being navigating love, ambition, and public scrutiny at the same time. Training for championship fights demands intense concentration. Adding relationship rumors and reality television filming increases stress. If the show's editing frames her negatively, that could be difficult to watch. Reality television often uses selective storytelling. Dramatic sound effects, reaction shots, and carefully chosen clips can create a specific impression. Viewers who do not follow her boxing career may form opinions based solely on what they see on screen. That is the risk she is taking. There could also be legal issues if individuals were filmed without proper agreements. Lawsuits sometimes follow controversial productions. If that happens, headlines would grow louder. The main concern expressed by critics is simple, that she may realize too late that she entered an environment designed for chaos. Reality TV thrives on heightened emotion. Calm professionalism does not trend the same way arguments do. If the series highlights conflict more than achievement, her legacy as a disciplined athlete could become blurred in the public eye. At the same time, it is possible that she understands exactly what she is doing. She may see this as strategic exposure. Many athletes build successful brands beyond sports. Some transition smoothly, others struggle. The outcome will depend on how the show presents her and how audiences respond. If the series emphasizes her training, resilience, and personal growth, it could expand her fan base. If it centers mainly on controversy, it could harm her credibility. Public opinion is currently divided. Some view her as being taken advantage of. Others believe she is actively participating in the strategy. As for Papoose, only time will reveal whether the relationship is built on something lasting or temporary. If it remains strong, critics may quiet down. If it falls apart publicly, speculation will intensify. Meanwhile, Zeus will continue producing content that sparks conversation. At the heart of this situation is a larger truth. Fame is complicated. Expanding into new spaces always involves risk, especially when those spaces are built around controversy and emotional storytelling. Claressa Shields has already proven she can win fights under pressure. The question now is whether she can protect her image in an arena where the rules are different. In boxing, punches are clear and visible. In reality television, the impact is often unseen until the episode airs. The coming months will determine whether this move becomes a smart expansion of her brand or a lesson about the cost of crossing into the world of unscripted drama. Either way, the conversation shows just how quickly public perception can shift, even for someone who has already cemented her place in sports history.